Right, we've got our first real-world project here. The first thing we're going to do is talk about how we approach this. We're not just going to dive straight in and start grading. We've got a bit of prep to do first. Now, I've already used the Baked Master workflow to get this project into Resolve. Go ahead and do that. Refer back to the Baked Master workflow videos if necessary. Now we've got our project conformed and we're ready for work, we're going to watch the whole thing through. We're paying particular attention here. We're looking for things that may be an issue later on, or things that we really like about this footage and might inform the look we're going for. I already like the blue and red stroke yellow colour scheme that's naturally occurring within the blue suits and the skin tones of the contributors. Blue and yellow are complementary colours, they look good in each other's company, so that gives us a great starting point for this project. That being said, we don't want to make any skin tones too yellow in the pursuit of this. We'll keep the warm skin tones their natural colour, and use the blue costume and location details as a counterpoint. Working on corporate videos is different from working on narrative films and music videos. Our primary goal with corporate and ads is to make a visually appealing image, basically the rule of cool. In 90% of cases, the client wants what they've got to look the best it possibly can. We're not so concerned with the typical narrative details or narrative through lines that might be helped out by our use of colour. Instead, we're looking for brand colours to come through and be visible, for skin tones to look rich, warm and healthy, and most of all, appealing. When we work on corporate or ads, our primary goal is that the footage we've been given look its best. We've got a great starting point with the blue, yellow, red idea, but this is really important. We work with our footage. We don't try and force it to conform to an idea we had when we saw the first 3 shots. We can do a lot to make uncooperative details conform to our look, but we need to draw a line. Most of the time that comes down to a concept in the grade we call memory colours. Memory colours are a set of distinct colours associated with particular objects that we instantly recognise and have a very small tolerance for them being wrong. Typically, these are the skin tones of people, grass, sky, and the red brick in buildings. We can very easily spot when a blue sky is greenish or when the grass is too blue or yellow. We can very easily spot if a skin tone has been made too pink or yellow, and we can recognise when the red bricks of a building look off too. When we think about how to best implement a look we're working on, we keep this information in mind. Are we interfering with these important colours? Does the skin look too grey or too pink? If I made the contributors' skin tones yellow, would it look odd? Even if that sets up our blue-yellow scheme, does the skin still look wrong? When people start out grading, their first instinct is to make as radical a transformation as possible on everything they're given, and I understand that desire. You want to do your bit and you want to know that you've had an impact. But the truth is, a subtle difference can be worth a whole lot more. Never feel as though you must have totally transformed every shot you're handed. This is especially true in factual and interviews. Our goal here is to polish this footage and give it the best presentation we can, not to turn blue to green or red to yellow and prove that we've been here and that we've done something significant and visually obvious. Right, now we're getting into the right headspace. We'll continue and take a look at the first step of a real-world grade. Click on through to the next lecture when you're ready.